Sports pregame show.
Hello, basketball fans. Welcome to the NBA on 2K Sports, along with Kenny the Jet Smith and Shaquille O'Neal. I'm Ernie Johnson. Moments away, it'll be the Sacramento Kings going up against the Washington Wizards at Verizon Center. Well, for Washington, they're looking to come out strong and make their mark early. They have to look at this game as a great opportunity to do just that. And one of the stars we'll see tonight, Bradley Beal, continues to augment his game every season. One of the best two guards in the entire league. Shaq?
You know, I know I say Klay Thompson has the prettiest jump shot, but Bradley Beal is a close second. He's improved his three-point percentage every year in the league. He also shot over 40% last season from long range, taking over 4 three-pointers a game.
Wow, that's impressive. And you know what? Because he's slightly undersized, that might be his only knock. But, you know, being slightly undersized, he still has the ability to finish in the lane. So I just think he's still a great player.
That'll do it for now. Let's get it to Kevin Harlan and the rest of the 2K Sports crew.
Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the
Welcome, folks. Thanks for tuning in to 2K Sports for the latest presentation of our NBA basketball. This is Kevin Harlan with Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg alongside, and our sideline reporter tonight is Doris Burke. The Washington Wizards here at home in an interconference matchup should be a good one. It'll be the Wizards off the tip. Now Sacramento starting 5. Rudy Gay is out there with DeMarcus Cousins. Then it's McLemore. Then there's Bellinelli. And it's Rondo in at the 1. The shot by Nene. No good.
Not pretty. You just got to shake off a miss like that.
The Kings were off to a hot start last year, but things certainly fell apart midway. A big factor in that was the messy firing of their coach, Mike Malone.
Yeah, really, that firing came out of nowhere to the fans and the players, and seemed odd to fire a coach that has been leading his team to good basketball.
Wall, that's good. Rondo with the ball. There's the pass to Cousins. The jump hook and off the front iron, and in it goes. Cousins has got his first 2 points.
Boy, did he burrow his way in there, and the D just sort of backed off.
Wall dishes to Beal. Back to Wall. Nene outside. 6 to shoot. And stolen by Gay. Now here's McLemore, covered by Wall. Rondo passes to Cousins. And Bellinelli kicks to Gay. Just 3 to shoot. Some solid defense there by Nene. Sacramento on defense. Here's Beal. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
Oh, and look at how well he led him in there. Really, he passed him open for that deuce.
Here's Gay. A terrific shot on the turnaround. Gay's got his second bucket of the game to go.
Rudy Gay is one of the few players in this league that can make a shot like that.
Wall dishes to Gortat. Back to Wall. Here in the first, just under 2.5 minutes played so far. Here's Nene. Rebound by the Kings.
And guys, you see how Rudy Gay just exploded last season in the second half. I mean, I think he felt at ease in George Karl's system. And I think that's one reason why you're starting to see just how good Rudy Gay can be.
Washington trailing. Beal with it. He's picked up by Rondo. Feeds the wall. Nene outside. Pass to Beal. Tries it from 9. A tad short, but it's good off the front iron. For a long time, critics have gotten on Gay for his lack of efficiency, but he quieted some of those voices, Clark, last year with his play and stats.
Yeah, I agree with you. I mean, across the board, he made nice improvements, not only in his scoring, but also his ability to create shots for others.
The Wizards have gone 3 of 5 shooting the ball so far. And Wall kicks to Nene. Beal against Rondo. Shoots off the step back. Offensive rebound.
The shot's there for him, and he's got to take it. I don't care if he doesn't convert. That's a shot he has to continue to take.
And the Wizards with possession. And stolen by Cousins. Rondo drives in. Charity stripe shot. Hits the front of the rim and out.
Major defensive lapse right there. And he's not a player you can leave open for a jump shot. You got to stay attached to him. They're lucky he couldn't punish them for it.
Now here's Wall. Pass to Beal. 6 on the shot clock. Gets an open look and hits. Beal's got 6. There's 1:40 left in the first quarter. And now Doris Burke has an update from the sidelines.
Thank you, Kevin. Randy Whitman and I spoke just briefly. Yes, Kevin, when we talked about this game, he said his concern was how to handle Rajon Rondo. He said, quote, Rondo has no problem getting to the middle of defenses and finding open teammates. We have to make him become more of a jump shooter. Let's see if they can do just that.
Great. Thanks for the report, Doris.
And offensively, they've been struggling. He just wants to get them back into a good flow and stop forcing shots.
Well, Greg, the misses started piling up. Things kind of snowballed on him in that regard. This is a good timeout to kind of calm his guys down and hit the reset button.
And a new group getting ready for the Wizards. Chris Humphries has checked in for Gortat. Otto Porter Jr. comes in for Jared Dudley. Gary Neal's checked in for Beal. And Sessions subbed in for John Wall. Outside Collison. .125 left to play here in the first. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And out of bounds as the Wizards gain possession.
And you know what? His mind's playing tricks on him right now because he's not going to live that one down easily.
1:21 left to play in the first quarter. Picked by Humphries. With the teardrop, Sessions no good. Well, looking at the Wizards, they weren't as lauded as other teams last season, but the Wizards were a ferocious group on defense. Numbers support that. Their activity, Greg, could really bother teams.
Yeah, I mean, on the surface, oftentimes people look at them and think offense, but it really was, to your point, Kevin, the defense was the strength of that group. I mean, they do get out in transition, but it was the defense, I thought, that really allowed them to become elite. Really, the right play defensively, if you can't block, force them to the line.
Yeah, exactly. Prevent the layup, give them a little bump, and then maybe they'll think twice about coming into the lane next time. And if they don't think about it, at least they might be distracted by your presence.
The first one falls.
And you mentioned the Wizards and their defense last year. They had the second best field goal percentage defense in the league. The only team that was better, the NBA champs, Golden State.
And both free throws good for Caspi.
And guys, more on that Wizards defense last year. They clogged up the middle well. Third best in the league in points in the paint allowed. They also were great at stopping fast break points. Top 10 in the league in that regard.
Now here's Anderson. He dishes it to Collison. There's 31 seconds left here in the opening quarter. The shot is off. For Washington, they've gone 4 for 9 from the field to start this game off. 15 seconds left in the first quarter. Porter passes to Nene. And another miss by Washington.
When he's wide open like that, he'll rarely miss those.
Collison. No good on the buzzer beater. So the first quarter ends Clark tie game in a low-scoring affair so far. We'll be back shortly live from the Verizon Center.
Come on with it, with it. Come on with it, with it. Me and you getting it on, don't even go there. Come on with it, with it. Come on with it, with it.
And a chance to hear from Bradley Beal. He came from a football family in St. Louis, but said his mother introduced him to the game of basketball at a young age. Maybe some other NBA players should be practicing with Bradley Beal's mom, because she has definitely honed something special into him.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, but I'm not sure some of the more delicate NBA egos could handle her trash talking them when she beats them in a game of horse. Bradley's not only got a special J, but he's got a pretty good disposition too.
And off we go, a close game now starting the second quarter. And before we move on, what do you guys think about what we've seen so far from the Wizards?
It's all about their defense. They have just done a terrific job of negating the timing and spacing of their opponent.
Every shot is challenged and challenged well.
On the court for the Kings as the second quarter gets underway. Collison is out there with Curry. Then there's Cauley Stein. Then there's Rudy Gay. And it's Cousins in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. Bellinelli, he's checked in for Darren Collison. And Cousins drops them both. Thinking about DeMarcus Cousins, Clark, when he was selected, people questioned whether he could stay out of trouble. Many doubted that, he could, but he has stayed clean really since day one.
Yeah, going back 5 years ago, a beat writer actually had the audacity to say he would end up in jail at some point, but Cousins has proved him and others wrong.
Now here's Curry. Bradley Beal unable to get his shot to go. Kicks it to Bellinelli. Screen by Cousins. And the official signaled the backcourt violation. Not very careful there.
Only one turnover so far in the game for him, Kevin. Another reason they're in the lead with halftime approaching, taking care of the ball.
The Wizards making a switch here. Dudley's checked in. Wall against Curry. Passes to Beal. There's a screen by Gortat. It's Wall with the drive. And the rejection by Cousins. Gay outside. He kicks to Cousins. Back to Gay. Pulls up on the wing. Good. And it's Cousins picking up the assist. 6 points for Rudy Gay.
It's got to be nice for them to know that game in and game out, his offense is going to be there for him.
Now here's Wall. Beal gets a wide open look. Nailed from three-point land. Beal's got 9.
And he came off that screen, and the D just didn't get over the top of it.
Yep, weren't there in time enough to challenge Greg, and when that's the case, you can mark those up for him.
Gortat with the block, and it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Gortat. Ben McLemore, he's checked in for Cauley Stein. And Bellinelli kicks to McLemore. 6 on the shot clock. And it's out of bounds. The Wizards will take it the other way. Last season at both sides of the coin for the Wizards. Started out very hot, but then just could not keep it going.
Well, you know, the start was extremely hot. 19-6, which tied a franchise best, that record. After that, though, they played close to 500 ball the rest of the time.
And the Kings making a change here. Rondo's checked in. Now here's Wall. He feeds it to Beal. No good on the shot, a bit long that time.
And no excuse there for missing that one after being freed up by a great pick.
Yeah, I agree with you. I mean, they came away empty, but they got the look they wanted, and really, I like the movement and communication there.
And the Wizards really struggled post-All-Star break, playing under 500. Still, though, they seem to pull things together at the very end and on into the postseason.
Now here's Wall. And unable there to get the go-ahead bucket. The Kings leading. Curry kicks to Gay to the inside. Cousins, and he banks in the layup. Cousins has got 6 points.
Well, there's no denying it. The Wizards had some bumps, and you mentioned that. Some weeks they look like a lottery team. Then the next, they look like a title contender. They knew how to make the most of their games when they did get hot, though.
You look at him physically, and Rudy Gay is the complete package at the small forward spot. Nothing holding him back.
You know, Kevin, he comes in at 6'8", has that solid frame, unbelievable athletic ability with the speed to go with that for a player of his height. He is a true talent.
The feed now to Beal. And for those of you just joining us, we're in the second quarter with about 3 minutes gone by.
And with Rudy Gay, the physical part of the game has never been a problem with him. As great a physical player as any other small forward in the league, his one drawback is he can get in his own head at times and not play to his strengths.
Kings leading now by 3. To the paint. And fouled hard that time. He'll get to the line and shoot 2.
And I think it's fair to say last season was a bit of a transition year for the Kings. I mean, after firing Malone and the injuries to their stars, they just tried to build for the future, realizing that was going to be in their best interest.
And the Kings last year were able to get George Karl to lead the team. A good hire for them. This team did decent under him back in the last half of the season.
Yeah, they still got a lot of work to do, but he can certainly make it happen for him. One of the outstanding coaches in our league. The Kings actually were in it for a while last year, but then had a mini rebuild mid-season.
Here's what Washington's going with right now. Nene comes in for Gortat, and it's Otto Porter Jr. in for Oubre.
And they're really getting more points at the free throw line here in the second quarter.
And, Greg, definitely that's one of the reasons they're in front right now.
Now here's Porter. He's been patient so far, nothing yet on the scoreboard. Rondo against Wall. Lock at 6. Dishes to Porter. And that comes off the assist by John Wall. Kings leading now by 3. They set the pick, and it's Rondo penetrating. Here's Gay. Drops it in from 11 feet. Gay's got 4 points now in the quarter.
A great second quarter here after a difficult first. I'd say they knocked the rust off. Sometimes it takes a little while before you get the blood flowing and you find your rhythm.
Now here's Dudley. Dudley with a screen on Curry. And so it looks like the Wizards will retain possession here.
And you know what? Just a little too much heat on that pass for him to come up with the steal.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, that was going to be a tough catch for either one of them.
Here's what Washington's going with right now. Chris Humphries has checked in for Dudley. Gary Neal comes in for Beal. And Sessions subbed in for John Wall. And the Kings will go for a different look here. Caspi, he's checked in for Gay. Butler comes in for Ben McLemore. Anderson, he's checked in for Curry. And it's Collison in for Rajon Rondo. Now here's Collison. 5-point lead, the biggest of the game. The dish to Koufos. And that one is hammered home.
And very little fight put up by the defense as he made his way to the bucket for the jam.
They did seem to take the cautious approach, Greg, when it came to defending that one. You're right.
And guys, it's not the time for caution now. I mean, they've got to be aggressive and take some risk to see if they can cut that lead down. Well, I tell you what, Nene is a man among boys down low. Remarkable physical power. And he's also got a tough mentality about him. Just a real rugged individual.
Here's Sessions after Caron Butler's bucket. To the middle. Got a piece of it. Koufos with the block. Now Collison. He hasn't scored yet. That I'm sure will change.
And with the time left, they still can go 2 for 1.
Boy, they've got to do it fast. They must hurry from here.
There's Neal with the three, and that one's good.
You might not think of him as a laser three-point shooter, but that shot was there for him, and he had to take it.
29 seconds left in the first half. Right side, Butler pulls it up. Takes a big high bounce and goes in. Butler's got 4 points now in the quarter.
Clearly, they've been the hotter team here in the first half.
Well, they've been grit and grind, working for those high percentage shots, and quite honestly, it's paid off for them.
And here's Neal outside. That's good. Neal's got 6. 6 seconds left here in the second. Collison gets a wide open look, and they come right back with their own three-pointer. And so that brings the first half to a close. Kings lead by 8. And time now to go courtside as we send you over to Doris Burke from the sideline. Doris?
Well, guys, I'm here with Bradley Beal. And Bradley, we've heard Coach stress the importance of rebounding. Is that going to have to be a team effort in the second half for all 5 players on the court?
Yeah, all five guys. But I think we're too worried about getting out in transition. So I think 1 through 5, including the guards, I know we all got to get in there and rebound.
The guards must contribute on the glass, no doubt. Bradley, thank you. Guys?
All right, Doris, thank you. And time now for the halftime break with the third quarter soon to follow here on 2K Sports.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Ernie Johnson here again with Kenny Smith and Shaquille O'Neal. We welcome you back to the 2K Sports Halftime Show. A pretty close game for the Kings throughout the first quarter. Nothing seemed to give way on either side of the scoring column as they wrapped up the period all knotted up. They had some very nice stretches of play in the second quarter at both ends of the floor and got out to a well-deserved 8-point lead by halftime. Shaq, how did you think the Kings were playing?
The field goal percentage was off the Chisnarts, Ernie. Let me rewind it. The field goal percentage was off the charts, Ernie. It was well planned, well executed. They took very few bad shots, and that needs to be the focus from here on out. More smart basketball, don't try to do too much, and open the door for a comeback.
And Kenny, let's get your thoughts on the Wizards.
They're not getting to the line or putting enough pressure on the defense. They have to be much more aggressive pushing the basketball, going hard to the rack. Because if you want the ref to make a call, put them in the position to make a judgment call. If you're not creating opportunities for contact, you have no chance of picking up points at the line.
And that's going to do it for now as the second half is almost ready to get started. Back to Kevin Harlan and the rest of the 2K Sports crew. We're going to sit right here and wait for the end of the game and talk at you again.
And the second half about to start here in just a few moments. It's been quite a game for Bradley Beal.
I know we've said this many times before, but what a great first half. Just an offensive juggernaut.
And, you know, in the end, I wouldn't be surprised if we're talking about what a great second half he had, guys. I mean, he can usually keep it going for all 4 quarters.
Sacramento leading by 8. Well, last season, the Wizards fell off just a bit in the second half of the year. Still, Greg, very competitive at home.
Yeah, and their strong play at home helped them weather that storm, Kevin. I mean, they ended up going 29-12 here at the Verizon Center.
The great pair of Wall and Beal are at the guard spots. Nene and Gortat team up in the paint, and it's Dudley in at the 3, the small forward. That's the 5 on the floor for the Wizards. Washington with the ball. The Kings getting the bucket. Here's Nene. And the shot no good, a bit short.
And you know, that 29 wins mark at home for the Wizards, 3rd best in the East. That team really likes shooting the ball here, as they were a top 5 3-point percentage team in this building.
Now here's Wall. Following the miss by DeMarcus Cousins. Nene with the screen on Rondo. And the pass to Gortat. And a foul on the shot. He'll go to the stripe for 2. It's on DeMarcus Cousins.
And really the driving factor for why Washington was so good at home was their defense. I mean, they would finish with the best field goal percentage against in the entire league in their home building. You don't think of the Wizards as a lockdown team, but in the Verizon Center, that's exactly what they were.
And the thing, Greg, about Marcin Gortat, he's not a high flyer. He's not a super flexible athlete, but he's one of the best centers in the league because he's tough. And he's worked hard on developing his skills. And he always hustles.
Yeah, and he fights for position down low. A terrific screener, does a lot of that dirty work. And he's also very good at passing the basketball. You know, a lot more skilled, particularly in the pick and roll, than maybe people give him credit for. He can hurt a defense in a surprising number of ways.
And Cousins gets it to go.
Just lazy defense on the glass there.
Well, nobody boxed out. Nobody put a body on anybody else. Things like that not only drive the coach crazy, that stuff gets under my skin. Talking about Gortat, he was a late second-round draft choice in 2005. His first 4 years in the league, highly underwhelming. Now, over the last 4 years, he's averaged around 13 points, 9 rebounds, and 1.5 blocks per game. Those are good numbers.
Wizards trail by 11.
And getting back to Marcin Gortat, his dad was a successful light heavyweight boxer in Poland, so clearly you see where the toughness comes from. And Marcin's mom was on the Polish national team in volleyball, so you know where the blocking and ball skills come from. I guess we'd have to call him a chip off the old blocks.
Here's Cousins. Following the basket by John Wall. Second chance shot, and again it's DeMarcus Cousins. Cousins has got 4 points in the quarter.
They've shown some strength in the paint today. Their work on the boards has been impressive.
Guys, that's putting it mildly. I mean, they've been absolutely dominant.
Beal can't get it to go. Kings leading now by 11. Gay dishes to Rondo. Cousins with a screen on Wall. In the corner, it's Bellinelli. And a miss there on the triple. Washington's gone 3 of 3 from three-point land here tonight. Gortat with a screen on Rondo. It's Wall with the drive. There's Beal with the 3, but they get it back. Here's Nene, and that comes off the assist by John Wall. Wall's got 3 assists in the game. Rondo against Wall. Now here's Rondo. D right on him. Goes up and lays it nice and easy. Rondo's got the lead up to 11 now for Sacramento. Rondo against Wall. Feeds it to Gortat. Fades back. And it's rebounded by DeMarcus Cousins. Cousins has got his 5th rebound right now in the game.
Sacramento didn't have a free-flowing offense, and they wanted to get up and down, and it showed in their play transitioning from stagnant to free-flowing.
Here's Bellinelli. Gay with no one around. Washington with the rebound. Gortat's got his 3rd rebound tonight. Wizards trail by 11. There's a screen by Gortat. Beal the pass to Gortat, and it's Wall in the corner. Here's Nene, and good work on the boards that pick up the second chance points. Nene's got 4 this quarter.
Guys, he's actually indefatigable. He never gives in, never gives up on a play, and that's what it takes to be a great offensive rebounder. You've got to be relentless.
Sacramento, a team that is likely to put it on the floor to attack. We saw that last year. They have no problem creating with player movement versus ball movement, which is something which is a nice way to kind of begin the transition.
It is, and Kevin, they were dead last in the league in terms of catch-and-shoot field goal attempts. Also near the bottom in catch-and-shoot field goal percentage, so they might have been justified in that.
Washington making some changes. Chris Humphries has checked in for Nene. Oubre comes in for Jared Dudley. And it's Otto Porter Jr. in for Bradley Beal. And the Kings will go for a different look here. Cauley Stein, he's checked in for Cousins. Caspi comes in for Rudy Gay. Butler, he's checked in for Ben McLemore. And it's Collison in for Rajon Rondo. Now here's Collison. At the top of the key, Caspi bounces high off the rim and drops. And the Kings lead by 11.
Excellent feed from DC, Darren Collison.
Wall against Collison. Puts it up from 12. Here's Gortat, and the officials whistle a foul on the shot. The bucket's good. He'll go to the line.
That's his first personal foul.
Sessions checked in for Washington. The Kings also with the sub. Anderson, he's checked in for Bellinelli. The Wizards shooting their 3rd free throw shot of the game.
Yeah, last year, collectively, only 74% from the line.
And, you know, there was plenty of blame to go around for that. I mean, it wasn't just 1 or 2 guys. I mean, for the most part, the entire team struggled.
And for Chris Humphries, last year was a chance to sign with a playoff contender. The Wizards turned out to be even more than that, with the 4th best record in the East. And Humphries helped them to get there, averaging about 6.5 boards per game.
Kings leading now by 8. And Anderson kicks to Collison. Inside, Cauley Stein dishes to Anderson. Sinks the triple. Anderson's got his first 3 points of the game.
A wide open 3. They need much better communication defensively.
Here's the screen. And Sessions kicks to Gortat. That's good.
Just no chance for the smaller defender to block that shot.
He's really, really good at using his size to free himself up for those mid-range jumpers. A master at it.
Now here's Butler. A drive by Collison. And it's Humphries with the rebound. Wizards trail by 9.
They have a 2-for-1 situation if they go quick.
Yeah, I don't think they have to rush, though, Greg. Just need to find a good shot this time.
Here's Porter. That falls. Great assist by Ramon Sessions. 24 seconds left in the 3rd. Outside Butler. Out to the right wing. Anderson passes to Cauley Stein. He dishes it to Caspi. Clock at 6. Outside Collison. That misses. Would have counted. had it gone in. And we've reached the end of the third. Kings ahead, leading by 7. And we're coming right back. Be sure to stay with us as we get started for the fourth quarter. Hello and thanks for joining us, folks. The fourth quarter of play should begin momentarily. Wizards trail by 7 on the floor for Sacramento. Rudy Gay is out there with Kosta Koufos. Then there's DeMarcus Cousins. That's Rajon Rondo. And it's Bellinelli in at the 2 guard. And he'll shoot free throws here. Clearly fouled on that shot that time. The whistle blowing. And Nene, a guy with an incredibly strong start to his career in Denver. The first Brazilian to ever be selected in the first round. Voted, as you may recall, to the NBA All-Rookie team.
Yeah, it came into the league just a tremendously raw talent. Really developed faster than a lot of people expected, but what has been the case for him is the injury bug. I mean, the knee, the foot, shoulder, Achilles, you name it, he's had it, and it's hindered his career somewhat.
And cancer. He's beaten cancer.
That's a very good point.
And he knocks down the first one.
Yeah, you know, going back to Nene, in 14 years, he's been able to suit up for roughly 65% of the games. That's tough on the team's continuity on both ends of the floor. Injuries have been a part of that, though, and oftentimes those are beyond the player's control.
And both free throws good for Nene.
And you know, guys, the thing with Nene, he helps you in so many ways when he's in there. He's hard to back down in the post. He eats up space, tough to get around on picks. He has the toughness that champions are made of.
Here's Koufos. It's blocked. Wall against Rondo. Nene setting the pick for Wall. Pass to Beal. Just 5 on the clock. That's in for his 5th field goal of the game. Makes him 5 for 12 so far.
Well, you can bet the defense wasn't expecting that kind of razzle-dazzle out of it. But the spin worked like a charm. Perfect.
Dudley against Gay. And that one's good. And the Kings lead by 5.
You know what? Didn't find a very good shot on that possession, but still able to get 2 points.
And here is Beal. Humphrey sets a pick for Wall. Here's Beal. From the wing. And the shot is long.
And not a night he's going to want to remember, just not really able to score the basketball.
Wall attacking. What do you guys think so far about the offensive approach for the Kings?
Fantastic passing. We saw it in the first half, and it's carried over here in the second.
Well, they've also really been dialed in with their jump shot. I mean, they have not missed much from mid-range today.
The first free throw is good. Last season, a mixed bag for Wall statistically. Some steps forward, but overall, lower numbers.
Yeah, but, you know, he didn't score as much as he had the previous 2 seasons, but he was more efficient. And sometimes, Kevin, the better your team, the less you have to do, but he clearly is a better player.
And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time.
Boy, they came out of the locker room at halftime with a much more physical disposition than they had in the first half.
And that helps, Clark. They've gotten extra trips to the foul line, and they need that to continue if they're going to get back in this game.
No coverage that time. And that's 13 points for Gay.
For Wall, guys, he played more of a traditional point guard role, but double-digit assist numbers at 10 a game for him, really strong.
And also for Wall, his usage was down. I mean, a few less minutes played, fewer shots taken, Overall, though, I felt it was a big step towards becoming more of a traditional point guard, and the Wizards are better for it.
And now Doris Burke has an update from the sidelines.
Hi, Kevin. Randy Whitman was just going over the plan with his team. He doesn't think they've been giving it their all, saying they've been quicker to rebounds, to every loose ball. We gotta wake up. The game's slipping away, and we're letting it happen. We have got to take control of this thing. We'll see if he lit a fire under him, guys.
Rondo kicks to Cousins. Up and in on the layup. And the Kings lead by 8.
Just Mr. Reliable again here today, Kevin. I mean, they need his points, and he's producing.
Wall against Rondo. Now here's Wall. Guarded closer. That's good.
Looked like he was channeling Bob Cousy right there. Since when does he take guys off the dribble like that?
Here's Gay. And it's good, coming on the assist by Rajon Rondo. 15 points for Gay.
A beautiful pass by Rondo. That's excellent teamwork.
Wizards trail by 8. All with it. Shoots from the baseline. Bellinelli pulls it in.
And they continue to control the glass.
Guys, I think they've simply been the more physical team, and that's why they're ahead.
Now here's Rondo. Inside, Cousins. He scores his 6th bucket from the floor with that one. He's shot the ball 11 times.
That was the 3rd straight high percentage look this defense has allowed. I mean, these defenders have got to start bumping bodies in the paint. Be more physical, be more aggressive.
The game's just far too easy right now when it comes to attacking the basket. They have got to do better.
Here's Humphries, following the basket by DeMarcus Cousins. Gay against Beal. Off the left rim and out. Kings leading now by 10. And Bellinelli kicks to McLemore. Taken away by Nene. Wall against Rondo. Down low. Here's Humphries. Takes it off the glass.
Great pass. John Wall is really good at finding the open man.
Ladies and gentlemen, Bryson Center, give it up for your Wizard Girls.
Gortat's checked in for Chris Humphries. And the Kings also making a change. Collison's out there. Here's Bellinelli outside Collison. 14 feet away. The offensive rebound. And lots of contact there. Missing the shot. He'll shoot 2.
That's his first personal foul. Shooting for Washington, Marco Bellinelli. 2 shots.
drops the first one, and that will put them up by 9. Both free throws good from Bellinelli.
Get ready to go, Wizard Girls!
There's a minute 40 left to play here in the fourth. And Beal kicks to Wall. Pass to Beal. Nice ball movement by Washington. Collison against Wall. And there's the whistle. Fouled hard on the shot. He'll go to the line. It's on Darren Collison.
Take a look at what John Wall's done. He has 8 points and some good assists, too. 4 of them.
And he's really put together a nice combination of points at the free throw line, but also getting the assist.
Can you say fundamentals clinic, guys?
Okay, gentlemen, 2 shots. 2 shots.
First free throw is good, and that brings them within single digits. And so Wall nails both of them.
He's done a much better job of getting to the line here. Aggressively taking it inside and not shying away from contact. I thought he was settling a bit in the first.
Now here's Collison. 1:12 left in the fourth quarter. Here's Cousins. Rebounded by the Wizards.
A key rebound there, but they can do a little better on the glass here down the stretch.
Guys, it's been their weakness to this point in the game, but they're still alive.
And so here's Sacramento. Bradley Beal unable to get his shot to go. Kicks to Gay. To the middle. And there's DeMarcus Cousins on the assist by Rudy Gay. And the Kings lead by 10.
Rudy Gay. Wizards timeout call. Ladies and gentlemen, Bryson Center, give it up for your Wizard Girls.
And a new group getting ready for the Wizards. Chris Humphries has checked in for Nene. Oubre comes in for Jared Dudley. Gary Neal's checked in for Beal. And Sessions subbed in for John Wall. There's 45 seconds left in the fourth quarter, and it's good.
How about the inbound pass there? Easy bucket.
Now here's Butler. Outside Curry. Passes it to Koufos. Curry dishes to Cauley-Stein. Outside Curry. He kicks it to Cauley-Stein. 5 to shoot. The Kings need to get off a shot here. And it's Butler missing. On offense, here are the Wizards. Trailing here by 8. Here's Oubre. It's deflected. Now Caspi. He feeds it to Curry. So the Kings win it. They came in here and took care of business like they were the home team.
And Kevin, how about the mental toughness that this group showed? They were never rattled at all by the opposing fans.
And a chance now to send you over to Doris Burke, standing by on the sideline. Doris?
Well, DeMarcus, congratulations on the win tonight. We know you're a very intense player, but tonight you certainly seem to be having a lot of fun out there.
That's the thing. I'm just trying to come out here and have fun. I got a lot going for myself, and I'm too blessed to be out here frowning all the time. So I'm going to try to keep a smile on my face.
We love to see you smile, DeMarcus. Thanks for the time. Guys?
All right, Doris, thank you. And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For Clark, Greg, and Doris, and the rest of our terrific crew, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.
The 2K Sports Postgame Show.
Thank you, Kevin. And now we have the opportunity to present our Jordan Player of the Game, DeMarcus Cousins.
The thing I like most about Cousins is the passion he plays the game with. Maybe he rubs some people the wrong way, but I don't want my big man smiling all the time. I want my big man to be mean.
He shot over 50% from the field in the game, a testament to how hard he worked to always find the best look possible. He was in constant motion. He found those gaps in the D and made the most of his open looks.
And that's it for our broadcast here tonight. But we're just getting started on a new season in the NBA. For Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny the Jet Smith, Kevin Harlan, and the entire 2K Sports crew, I'm Ernie Johnson. We'll see you again soon.